Hi everybody and welcome back to another highs and lows of parenting. If you're new around here, I do these videos every month and I go over everything that happened in my life as a mum in the past month. And I joke that this is kind of like the monthly favorites for parenting. I first got the idea to do these videos when I watched Ruth Crilly from The Uphill, and I'll leave her channel linked below. And I watched her video and she talked about the ups and downs of parenting. I thought it was such a good idea. I'm a very positive and kind of glass half full person, but I'm also very honest and truthful about my experience as a mum, especially here on my channel. I think that a lot of us watching these videos go through the same things and we just want to see that we're not alone in the good and in the bad. So I decided to make this a monthly occurrence. I didn't do one last month because I've recently come back from holiday and I did a holiday vlog, which was kind of like a narrating vlog. I'll leave that linked below as well. So in that video, I talked a lot about what happened in the month of March. We were away for 3.5 weeks, so almost the entire month of March we were away. And it served as a highs and lows of parenting because I kind of talked about the good and the bad in that holiday vlog. So if you want to see what happened in the month of March in our lives, I'll leave the video, the holiday vlog linked below. I can't speak today. So let's get straight into it. I have a bit of a cold if I sound nasal. The first high was the kids' adjustment back home after being away on holiday for almost 4 weeks. I was kind of worried about how they were going to feel once they were back home. Would they miss being away on holiday? Would it affect their sleep, their appetite? And it was much easier than I expected. Isabella, who is my 1-year-old, she was easier than James, I think, because James is older. He's 3, he's going to be 3 in a few days' time. He took it all in a little bit more, but they both adjusted really well, slept in their beds really well, didn't even bat an eyelid as soon as we got home. And the very next day they were downstairs opening their little toy trunks and things and playing with all their toys that they had missed for a whole month. So they adjusted really well. We didn't do anything special. We just kind of took it as it came and it worked out okay. I feel like I should have been more prepared and thought about things that I could have done, but it worked out really well. So that was the first high of April for us. And now to counteract it with a low, James had a little bit of a baby regression, and I heard about this when I first had Isabella. There is a 21-month difference between my 2 kids, and when Isabella was born, a lot of people told me that James might act more like a baby and just kind of like go back to the way he used to be when he was younger to try and get more of the attention that the baby's getting. He would try to be more like a baby. And I never experienced that with him at all. And I kind of just like brushed it aside. But it's happened now, which is not something that I thought could happen this late on. Isabella's 1 and he's 3 now. And it's kind of happening now. He is like, she babbles a lot and she's starting to say words and make sense. So he's now copying her. And even though he knows how to say it properly, he says it how she says it. I find it really tricky dealing with that, and it's just the fact that when she says something, we praise her for it because for her it's a big milestone, and then he says it in a babyish way, and I don't know whether or not I should ignore it, whether I should say no, you can say it properly, or whether I should praise him for, I don't know. I just feel like whatever I do is the wrong thing, and I don't feel like I'm helping him very much to get out of this baby regression. The only thing that I found that helped was to spend more time on my own with him and to kind of focus on him being a big boy when I'm on my own with him and not so much in front of Isabella, because a lot of the times I say, no, James, you're a big boy, you don't do that. And he just feels like he's getting told off a lot in front of her for just being himself. And other times he's just being silly and playful and wanting to copy what she says. But I'm so conscious of it and conscious of this baby regression that I don't want to encourage it. So what do you think? If you have experience with dealing with baby regression this late on in the development, Let me know how you dealt with it and what you suggest I do, because at the moment it's something that's really getting me down. It doesn't happen a lot, like all the time, but it's definitely every day. And it's usually when we're praising Isabella for something that she's done, which is quite below his capabilities, and he does the same thing and we don't praise him, or I don't know, I'm just like confused as to what to do. This stage is all new to me. I've never had a 3-year-old before in my life, so this is all new. And yeah, this was definitely something that got me down this month a little bit. Now let's go back to a high. I don't like to stay in the lows for too long because just not the way I am. And one big high has been James's charm and his charisma. Oh my gosh, that boy, he is so affectionate, so charming. He can get whatever he wants just by simply being really cute and smiling, and I'm just like in love with him and his personality at the moment. He really does have such a gentle and soft personality, and I just love being able to be around him, to see these little changes in him and to experience all of that. Which is why I'm so grateful that I get to do this as my job, which means raising my children whilst earning a living. And yeah, I'm just feeling really emotional today. I don't know why this video is making me all emotional, but yeah, his personality and his charisma have really developed this month, and he is like the life and soul of the party. He's so cuddly, and there's nothing better than a cuddle from your child, especially 3-year-olds, because they don't give them very often, but he seems to be going through a phase of giving lots and lots of cuddles, so I'm making the most of it. My next low this month has been my general lack of self-confidence. And I know this is not a parenting thing, but it is related to having kids, and I think it came about because when we were in Brazil and we were seeing everybody, as usual, the first thing that people see and the first thing they do is they talk to your kids. So if you're there and you have your kids with you, people will like usually miss the parents and just go, oh, hello babies and all of that, which is amazing. And I do that as well to my friends and their children. I kind of paid more attention to that than I should have, and it contributed to my like low self-esteem and lack of confidence, and I started to hide more and more behind the children, knowing that no one would look at me. I just wouldn't really make an effort with looking nice because, you know, no one's really going to pay attention to me. As long as the kids are dressed okay and their hair are done nicely, then that's fine. If I don't have time to do anything with myself, I'm not the focus, they are. And I think that kind of contributed towards my lack of self-confidence. And it took me a few days when I was in Brazil to actually realize that I didn't look great, that I wasn't making a lot of effort with my appearance, that I was wearing all these like baggy clothes that didn't really do much for my figure, that, you know, I'm not overweight, but I'm still not at the weight that I want to be. I still want to lose quite a bit of weight, so I just felt like I'll just hide everything instead of finding things that were flattering and making an effort. Basically, I just had this big lack of self-confidence there, and I just found myself hiding behind all my baggy clothes. And then I realized, in actual fact, that's not me. And I'm still going through it this month. It's not something that I feel like I've come through, but I'm definitely better and I'm more aware of it. I feel like when I make myself aware of these things, these niggly things, I start to fix it. And because I've made myself aware of it, I've started to make more of an effort to wear things that are more flattering and to just feel more confident in the way that I look. Yeah, so that was a bit annoying this month. Now going back to a high. Oh, sorry, I just knocked the camera tripod. I've made notes. Going back to a high, so Isabella's sleep, and this is such a big thing for us. Like for the last year, her sleep has been a topic in our house, not for good reasons, but since Brazil and since being back, her sleep has been a lot better. And yesterday it went back to being bad, but it's because she's got a bit of a cold. Hopefully she'll go back to doing like really good stretches of sleep. And we haven't done anything different to what we were doing before. We carried on doing what we were doing, but she's just sleeping a little bit better. hopefully is a development thing, and she will get more and more stretches of hours of sleep, because I could certainly do with more sleep. So yay for good sleep. Now for the last low, and then I'll finish with a high, because I don't want to finish on a negative note. I already feel like this video is a little bit of a downer one. It's not my usual type of videos, but I think it's important to share. Not every month is going to be full of amazing things, in the same way that not every month is going to be full of horrible things. Anyway, my last low for this month has been that I've struggled to deal with 2 toddlers. Goodness me, I have really, and I admitted that I've not been great at dealing with them. I don't know if they've been harder because of the whole being back from holiday thing, but I've just felt a lot more stressed, and I don't know. They seem to kind of both want to be difficult at the same time, which is what makes me struggle so much. If it was just one of them being difficult and the other one being okay, I think I'd cope better. But it's like when one is being difficult, the other one joins in, and it's like, give me a break. It's like they both want to play with the same toys, and then they both leave the toys, and they both want to be holding onto my leg at the same time, and they both want to be carried down the stairs at the same time. They both want to everything at the same time, and it just like makes me feel really overwhelmed. One thing that I've struggled with Isabella is that she's starting to throw a bit of a tantrum when she doesn't get her way, and she can be such a diva when she wants to. And one thing that I've struggled specifically with James is that he has learned to scream at the top of his voice when he doesn't get his way. So the combination of one that throws a mad tantrum when they don't get what they want, and the other one who screams at the top of their voice, drives me insane. And granted, not every day is like this. You know, it probably is the minority of the days in our lives, but when they do happen, I struggle. And if you struggle as well, let me know, because at least I'll know that I'm not alone. And when these days happen, the only thing that I look forward to is having 5 minutes not having to talk to anyone when the kids are in bed. I just sit on the sofa in silence and enjoying the silence. And the last high of this month has been just the amount of laughter and giggles and fun that we've had with the kids. And I feel like this month has gone in such a blur, and it only happens to me when I've had a lot of fun. And so we must have had so much fun this month that it's gone by so quickly. I can just like play through my mind the number of times that I caught myself giggling or laughing with the kids, or playing with them, or singing and dancing. Music is a huge part of our lives. My children love music, and we're always playing songs in this house, and I've made a big effort this month to join in the fun with them, instead of putting on songs that they enjoy but that I don't enjoy, and then let them have fun and me go away. I've tried to kind of join in and put something that I enjoy as well. So instead of like always putting on nursery rhymes, I'm starting to put things like The Sound of Music or Mary Poppins that I know and I can enjoy, and I can also get them to enjoy it and join in with me as well. So yeah, that's been really great. And that is everything that I want to share with you for the month of April. I know it wasn't a long highs and lows, but some months are quieter than others. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new around here, please do subscribe. It's free to do so, and you get notified when there's a new video from me. I hope you're having a lovely day, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!